Hey guys, and welcome to your match preview of our team, Wolverhampton Wanderers, travelling to face our local arch rivals, West Bromwich Albion, in an FA Cup fourth round tie at the Hawthorns.
We've got many of them, David.
Well, we ain't had many for a very, very long time. We're going to get stuck into that now. I am a slightly different preview from normal because I've come to see my dad, see how he's getting on, and we thought we'd go and do it live for you and talk about the game. We've got loads coming in. We're going to be obviously Magic as usual. We'll be doing his little song and giving us a prediction. We're going to be getting into some of the stats and facts, talking about Derby Day. Dad's going to talk about his Black Country.
I remember 1 year ago.
Black Country Derby Day memories. Yeah. And Dad, I mean, before we get into like talking about the team and the stats and everything, I mean, obviously Premier League Wolves. The Baggies are in the Championship, going really well in the Championship, looking to go in the playoffs. They're very, very good at home. How are you feeling ahead of the game?
What do you think? I'm thinking.
How are you thinking?
We're going to win. Of course, we're going to win.
Are you feeling excited, apprehensive, nervous? A bit of everything.
Bit of everything, David. Yeah, we can beat them, no problem.
Well, I like your confidence. Well, let's hope so, because the bragging rights have been a very, very long time.
I remember them years ago.
Well, Dad, before we get started, why don't you tell us about a game that you were there many years ago, and that you were in the thing, and they won, didn't they? What was the game that comes to mind that you loved?
I think it was late 80, somewhat 86, 87, something like 88 or 89, something like that. I remember the match. Yeah, I remember a bit of it.
Well, who scored? Who scored?
I think Billy scored. I thought he scored the last minute.
It was very late. Yeah,
I can't remember really, but I do remember going to the Albion, and my dad used to take me to the Wolves and all that sort of thing. So
yeah, that was a good day.
The good old days. I do. Well,
the good old days.
Well, there were still good days today, but I mean. Years ago, we had the Albion and Wolves fans together.
That's a very, very long time ago.
A very long time.
Very long time. A very, very long time ago. You go back, Dad. I mean, my dad's 86. He's going to be 87 very soon.
With a bit of luck. Yeah.
So you've been around a little bit, and I've been taking me since I've been a little lad and stuff like that. So look, literally looking forward.
I've got my 1937 shirt on. Look.
You've got your 1937 shirt on, Dad.
Yeah, somebody brought it me.
I wonder who brought you that, Dad.
Well, son.
Hey, I wonder who brought you that.
You brought me that, David.
Yeah, I did buy you that, Dad. Absolutely. I mean, that was around.
Yeah.
You love that shirt, don't you?
Oh, everywhere.
Absolutely. Right, let's look at some stats and facts. Oh yeah, what's Derek doing here? He don't come. We didn't win against Brighton. What's he doing here? He only comes out when we win.
Oh, well, he won, eh? We beat what's the name?
We beat Brentford. We didn't beat Brighton. Is he here because it's like a big game? And
that's what it is. Yeah. He wanted to come out today anyway. I had to take him down the bench, but he's come out now.
He's come out well.
He's jumping for joy. He said, "I don't want to miss this match." He said,
"He don't want to miss this match." Well, Dad, absolutely. Well, I'm going to be there in the 4,000. With the producer and 4,000 other Wolves fans at the Hawthorns. Obviously, you ain't going to be there, Dad. I haven't got enough points, but also, you're going to be watching it on the TV.
Oh, yeah.
And let's look at some stats and facts surrounding this. We're going to go in the team news in a minute. We are, Dad. But let's look at some stats and facts. Now, the stats aren't very good in terms of FA Cup for Wolves. Did you know?
Oh, no.
Well, Wolves have played Albion 9 times in the Cup.
9 times?
9 times over the years. But Albion have progressed 8 out of the 9 times in the Cup.
Not this time.
Well, I'm hoping not this time. The only exception for Wolves was a 1-0 quarter-final win. You might remember it. 1948-49. You were probably there.
More than likely.
You were probably there,
Dad. There with my dad, yeah, more than likely.
You'd be like proper youngster then. Wolves are actually also winless in our last 11 away games against the Baggies.
They won what?
We haven't won there in 11 attempts. The last time we won there was 1996 September. Was a Ewan Roberts hat trick 4-2.
Thought they won one in 80 something.
Yeah, but this is 96.
Oh, go on.
We've played 11 times since then.
Go on.
And they've also, the Albion have won their past 2 home FA Cup matches against non-league opponents, though, Chesterfield and Aldershot. The Baggies have not won 3 FA Cup matches in a row on home soil since December 1992. So hopefully that's a good omen. Well, obviously, Wolves have won 3 of their past 4 FA Cup 4th round ties, although we did lose to Norwich in the most recent one, 1-0 in 21-22. And so those are a little bit of stats around that. Got a little bit of not such a great record recently, Dad, but you reckon this weekend is going to be a bit different?
It's ain't going to be no different. We're going to win. We win the Premiership, they're in the Championship. I hope they get up into the Premiership. Don't get me wrong, but we should be able to beat them.
Because you like that, you want them to get up so we can have some more derbies and play each other more.
Yeah, we had all the Midland teams in the Premiership. So
you're very nice, aren't you, Dad? In that respect, I mean, the Baggies. I've got one eye on the. I've definitely got one on thing. They've got a vet.
I like all the Midland teams in the Premiership, so they're going to go for that. That's what I think anyway.
To be honest, we are sick of going to London all the bloody time to go and watch. I'll go to London 7 or 8 times. It'd be nice to. We do want some more Midland clubs up in there. Now, Dad, like Wolves, the Baggies. You know, we played a couple of times during the lockdown, which we don't count because there's no fans there. This is the first derby, Black Country derby with fans since that 5-1 loss at Molineux with McCarthy. And the Baggies have loved to say 5-1 to us for 12 years.
No, that's right.
What have you got to say to that?
Well, we're going to beat them 5, ain't we?
We've got to try and beat them 5. Why not?
Why not? No, why not?
Why not? It'd be nice. And they'd stop saying 5-1. That's just...
As long as we win, I bother what we're good.
Now, right, I'm going to show you. This is the sort of team that I think Wolves might go with. So I'm going to put that on the screen now. So this is the team that I think Wolves will start with. So I'm going with, don't faff about with Bentley or anyone else. Jose Sarr in goal.
Definitely.
Dawson in the middle of the defence. Now, Dawson played for the Albion for many, many years.
That's right, yeah.
Quite a few years. So he knows what the Black Country derby is all about.
I think so.
Kilman, Totti. Your midfield 2, obviously Joe Gomez is suspended. Boubacar's away. Joe Hodge isn't going to start. So it's going to be Mario Lemina and Tommy Doyle, who's been really good recently.
Yeah, I can't drop him.
On the right-hand side, right wing back, Nelson Semedo.
Right, nice, yeah.
Now, Ryan Aït-Nouri's Algeria got knocked out of the African Cup of Nations. So because of that, he is back in contention and will be in the squad for the game against the Baggies. So that's positive. I can't see him starting, though. I think they'll most likely go with another guy that knows all about Black Country derbies, and that's Matt Doherty. And I think you'll see Ryan Aït-Nouri that'll come on. Up front, Pedro Neto and hopefully Pablo Sarabia if he's fit. If he's not fit, it'll be Bellegarde that'll come in there, and then Matthias Cunha. And obviously we'll have some options on the bench. You know, I mean, that's the team that strongest team I think we can go with, apart from maybe putting Rayon in, but I think it's a bit too soon to throw him straight in. So that's why I don't think of it.
That sounds good, David. Sounds a good side.
I think so as well. Obviously, the Albion are very good at home. They've got a very good home record. They won 4-1 against Blackburn in their last home game. They've won quite a few home games. So it is a derby. We might be in the Premier League. They are in the Championship. They're good at home.
Yeah.
You know, it's the thing.
It's on the day, David.
It's on the day. It's a bit of a leveler. I was talking to Chris from the Albion analysis. You watched that video, and it's out on podcast. He was saying that Albion score a lot of their goals in the first. I'm just going to take this off the screen. They score a lot of their goals in the first 15 minutes at home. So the first 15, 20 minutes, I think, are going to be crucial. They're going to come out as us. Wolves have got to keep calm heads. The expectation is on Wolves. If we win, the Baggies fans will go, well, you should win because you're in the Premier League.
That's right, yeah.
That'll be their thing. And if we don't win, they'll obviously...
take them down the Molineux.
It could be a replay.
Take them down the Molineux, it'll be better still. And beat them 5 down here.
Well,
That'd be
yeah,
nice.
it could go to a replay. Who knows? But like, and if it does go to replay, it will go to extra time. It may do. It may not
Extra
do.
time as well.
It would if it went to a replay. But
Oh,
like,
fine,
let's
yeah.
get it done on the day.
Yeah.
Dad, first of all, what's your actual score prediction for
have a
this
guess.
one? You say that one. I'm gonna have
Oh,
a
have a
scrap.
guess.
Like, we're gonna get a T-shirt with "Have a guess" on there, or I agree with you.
I agree with
What's
you.
he telling you?
He says 2-0.
You're going for your regular
I'm going
2
for my
0.
5, and he says 2-0. No, yeah. Wait.
Okay, who's going to score, Dad?
Hey,
Who's going to
we'll
score?
have Pedro.
Pedro Neto.
Pedro Neto, and we'll have Gilman again.
You want Kilman
Yeah, Gilman
from a corner, or Dawson?
Or Dawson, yeah. As long as I win, well, even he wants them to win.
Well, we all want them to win. I mean, as Wolves fans,
but I
we
mean,
definitely. If you're a Baggies fan watching this, you're obviously going to be disagreeing. Don't forget the other half of Emma's family, Sarah.
Your wife's family,
Not sensation and
Oh,
thingy,
yeah.
but like Emma's sister Sarah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
She's married into a Baggies fan. They're all going to be. They're all going to be in the Baggies end. So bit of
families, I think.
Well, there's a lot of friends and family switch, but at the
Yeah.
end of the day, this is going to be a very intimidating, raucous derby. There is lots of
Well, many
intense
of them are very
rivalry around. People don't understand the Black Country Derby, what it means and what it's all about from around the country. It's right up there with the biggest derbies.
Yeah.
When the build up is going to be building up to the thing, we've got more content coming around the game.
He agrees with you. He says
he agrees. Dad, you put it. And then obviously on the day, it's going to be a raucous atmosphere. When the teams walk out, the build up around the ground, it's going to be absolutely. It's going to be intense. He's on one today, isn't he? I do a live thing with him, and what's he like? He's playful, right, Dad? So before I get on to my score prediction and the end, I do want to say I've got my cup of tea here. This mug has been sent to me from our partners, FOCO. The link.
I've had one. I'm very nice.
You do like they are nice. And you do get a nice cheeky discount. The link's in the description below. You do get a nice cheeky discount on any team and whether it's NFL, hockey, or whatever it is, or any other football team, as well as the Wolves team, by always Wolves 15. Right, Dad, you're on one. What song are you going with today? Because it's a tradition to do the song. Here he goes. Go on.
They try to tell us we're too young.
Oh, it's this one.
Young.
I thought you'd do it up.
Magic.
That's better.
Moments. La, la, la,
That's all the words he knows.
Magic moments. I can't remember.
Dad, what's the word? Why don't you ever got one of them days, boys? Do you ever have one of them days?
When nothing is right
from morning till night.
Do you ever get one of the days? You get up in the morning and turn the shower on. Sleeping.
What you got?
In bed. Oh, here we go. One of the days when you want to lie in bed. And we're going to be wolves. I mean, we're going to beat the Albion 2-0.
Dad, yeah, okay, that's great, Dad. On top,
you've had a, what's the name there? What do you call it?
You've had a what's the name?
All songs.
You've had album coming out.
Album coming out, yeah.
Album coming out real soon. Magic Moss. You'd have to call it Magic Moments, wouldn't you? Your album.
Oh, definitely.
You'd have to call it Magic Moments, your album. Anyway, he does this. The first time you watch it,
that was a magic moment.
He always does a little song.
Who used to sing that magic moment?
Go on, you tell us, Dad.
I think it was Perry Como.
Perry Como, was it, Dad?
What
are your favourites?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So he's going with that. I also want to point out, guys, before you go, and I'm going to give you my score prediction in a minute.
I know what your score is going to be again.
You know what my score. Well, we'll see, won't we? I'm going to share something for you now.
Go on.
Is it? Is this the one? Yeah. So I've been interviewed for an article on BBC Sport website. So there's an article gone on there. You can see that
very nice.
here. Been talking, so I was interviewed for that. Go on the BBC Sport website, and also don't forget there is the history.
Go on.
There is also if you go on to try and find it, Wolves And we'll just go. Yeah. So like if you go on to also if you go on to this here, I'll show you now. If you go on to our website, Always Wolves, you've got the insight from Albion analysis. There's a write up there plus the video. We will have the history blog going up in the preview as well. And don't forget as well, we've got a brilliant history of the Black Country Derby that's done. It will be the 163rd meeting. Wolves and Albion have met 148 times in the league and 11 times in the FA Cup, he says. And they were talking about the last victory at the Hawthorns. You've got a little more history here. And then you've also got lots more in terms of the FA Cup meetings. You've also got Wolves only winning the FA Cup. It's a Pathé News one that's in there as well. And you've got players that have played for both sides. It's a real comprehensive history of the Black Country Derby. Make sure you check that out on alwayswolves.co.uk. And finally, my score prediction. Do you want to know what I want it to be?
I know what you want it to be, Dave.
What do I want it to be?
5-1 or 5-0.
No, I want it to be 5-0.
5-0, yeah.
Because that would stop them saying 5-1 and we can go one better.
Yeah.
It'd be great. At the end of the day,
yes, he says yes.
That would be nice. That would be nice. Yeah. And that would be the perfect scenario. At the end of the day, it's going to be a tough game. You know, although we are the Premier League team, I think we I can't see any of the Albion starting 11, and maybe most Albion fans would agree or disagree with this, but I couldn't see any of this Albion starting 11 getting into the Wolves starting 11. Oh. But they've got to play the game, not the occasion. We've got to keep calm.
That's it, Dave.
We haven't got to get wound up like Kuna was the other day.
Just like another game, but
it is another game.
All the fans want,
Gary O'Neill has talked about it being professional and it just being another game to progress to the FA Cup. It isn't another game, but the players have got to have cool heads, believe in their quality, let the football do talking, not let the opposition wind them up, because the Albion players and stuff. There might be some dark arts going on in there. Yeah. Kuna, we saw how. Against Brighton, how he got so wound up. Can't be getting involved in any of this. It's going to be feisty. It's going to be intense. It's going to be raucous. It's going to be nasty at times.
As you say,
Dawson
knows all about him. So
all the players are going to know what a Black Country Derby is by the end of it. And we've got to make sure, as our team, that the quality that we have on the pitch, we don't get embroiled into something else. And the quality on the pitch comes through in the end. And I do believe that the first 15 minutes are going to be quite key. I think if we get our noses in front, we go on and win quite comfortably.
All the fans to behave themselves, and that's as well.
Going to come to that. Yeah. They're going to come to that. But I do think Wolves will win the game in the end. The Baggies might get a goal, but I think we'll probably come out 2 or 3-1 in the end. If we can keep a clean sheet and go 5-0, absolutely even better. If it goes to replay, it'll be another occasion at the Molineux. And Baggies don't really want that. They're also going for promotion in the championship in their thing. So they've got thing on that. Wolves don't want another game. Let's hope we get it done. I'm going 2-1, 3-1. But I prefer if we keep a clean sheet and we win by even more, and then that would be lovely for that 12 years ago to go and return the favour on that. But the main thing is, the rivalry aside, the banter is important, the raucousness is important, the intensity is important. Be passionate. Wear your heart on your sleeve,
that's it, David.
But don't let it bubble over into violence or nastiness or anything like that. Because the second you do that,
it's only a game of football.
It's not. Well,
it's only a game of football, David.
It's only a game of football. It isn't just a game. Any game.
It's only a game, but it's only a game of football.
It doesn't need to.
Life still goes on.
It does, but don't bubble it over into anyone getting hurt or anything like that. Yeah. Make it intense and all the rest of it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We've got family and friends that support either clubs. The banter, winning the banter, getting the keys to the Black Country and being the king and all of that sort of stuff. Great, but
people at work and all that.
Don't take it to the next. Wind people up. Have fun if we win or whatever. You wind your opposition up because the rivalry is there, but. We're not living in the 70s or the 80s anymore. So, you know, we don't need any of that sort of stuff. We
No,
want to
we don't,
basically
no.
put on a derby, be intense, show it's raucous and all of that, and not spoil it by some idiots going and being daft. That's what I would say anyway. But, like, come on, let's do it. Final words from you, Dad?
We want a bit of magic from Wolves, and I think they'll win 5-0, but I'll go to me 5-2-0. But I hope it is 5-0.
Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave your score predictions. If you enjoyed this video with my dad, getting together with him today live, obviously doing it, we will put it out on the podcast. There'll be a lot of people watching up on catch up. Smash a like. If you're brand new, make sure you subscribe because we've got loads of content coming up. We've got another video coming out tomorrow before the game. We'll have reaction straight after the match and all of that sort of jazz, plus the vlog and all of it coming up. You want to make sure the notifications
Derek wants
are on.
you to win as well. Derek wants someone to win.
He don't come out very often,
No,
and if I ever think so, you know.
He's been down the bench, but I'll bring him back. But he definitely wanted to see trouble in trouble. He's going to win. He said we're going to fight. He told me he's going to win 5-0, don't you?
Well, I hope he's right, and we'll play that on TikTok if we have. Anyway, guys, you know, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the game.
Keep smiling.
Cheer the lads on. Let's bring home the bragging rights to the and get through to the 5th round, and let's continue this cup journey to get this man finally to an FA Cup final. To sing to an F, because that's your dream, and he's nearly 87, so we've got to do it soon. But you don't look it, do you? Mom would love you to get there, wouldn't you? We lost my mom last year, and she would love him to go to an FA Cup final. We miss her, don't we, Dad?
I'll get upset.
We all, you know, but we miss her. But she's there in our hearts and our spirits there, and she would want him to get to an FA Cup final. So come on, Wolves, let's do it, and you know. Until the next one, always Wolves.